With the Charlie Kirk investigation, we will go through 7 distraction people. And this will be interesting about what's going on and kind of unique standing out on this. None of this is saying that these people did anything illegal or immoral. It's just a matter of there's some interesting aspects of this that are worth looking at. And we'll go through 7 of them. So the fact that there's 7 is interesting, and we'll go through this. When there's an intelligence service operation, one really big sign that jumps out will be if there's a white rabbit or 2. And a white rabbit is a distraction. They often call them a decoy rabbit. And the idea there is that when things are going down and it's very real-time intense, then to get people focused on this distraction shiny object, and then intelligence people can get away. If they end up acting somewhat different than the normal crowds, they can end up kind of not being noticed. Cameras will not be pointing at them. They'll be pointing at the shiny object and so on. So there's a long history of this, many decades or 100 years of this. And so over here are books by intelligence services. There's a long list of them, and then they talk about these decoy rabbits are important. And so this is some references here. With this video to be more of a short video, I'll go quickly. It's often worth to come back and go through and read all the slides. A lot of content I put in the slides. Over here are historic examples of these white rabbits, and we'll go into details, find out who they are. I'm off to number 3. Now this one, we don't have the person, but we have some pretty interesting things here. Now what this is a certain building. It's at a different university, University of Utah. It's not that far away, it's pretty close. And then what happened with UVU, so there's a linkage to the UVU Charlie event. And right when it happened, and then police were going to go in. Now, for a white rabbit, you want to pull them away, and you can often do that by interesting ways. So in this case, we have recorded, I do, police radio between 2 local law enforcement. One of them was telling the other to grab that one person, and maybe a few, and redirect over to this university, this building, and inside is a certain Urban Pioneer Cafe. I think it's renamed to Urban Pioneer Food now. And so they told to go there, and that there's an APB out for someone to go get them. And they said it's specifically for the shooting at UVU. So as if somebody moved afterwards over to this location here. And my guess is it's not whoever the real shooter was, but my guess is it might well... A pattern I'm trying to find out is, instead of really having it where the person the police go to talk to necessarily knew about it and is in on it, but instead it's just somebody, and then they're actually lining it up. Somebody's going to pull the levers to go tell police to go swarm in on that person and basically tie up the police. But so what we want to really find out is who told the police, and in this case it was the FBI. So when the FBI, and the guy even stated on the radio, so-and-so police, FBI, in whatever office they talked about, told them that there is an APB on this person located now at the Urban Pioneer. And so the FBI is literally telling the local law enforcement, grab a chunk of them and move them over to spend time on this. And it's enough away that it can, tie them up for a while. So by doing this, we need to go figure this out. And let's go see here. So cover the radio. Here's the quotes on some of the radio. Now here's a distance from here. It's 47 minutes up north. Maybe there's nobody there. Maybe there was somebody there. But we effectively need to go claw out the documents. Is there an APB, or was there a lie? Is that a lie that there was no APB? Who was the FBI person that said that? Did they actually have legitimate reasons to say that or not? Here's again the to-do list, and if we basically go through this step, and pull this information out, then we either find out the FBI was lying or it was true. Is there a real person? Who was it and what were they doing? Or if it's a lie, which FBI person is lying, and sort of pull up the management chain above them on who's involved with that. And then be alarmed if the FOIA requests and the gamma requests are blocked. You come back and go slower, I'll go fast for speed. Here is a map of places and various things. And somebody else created that. It was really great work there. I'll come back to when an intelligence service operation happens of some scale, white rabbits will often appear. And if your job is to go hunt down management above that white rabbit, then you want to kind of use this kind of process here. And so those are just important things to go look at. Now, all the people I talked about, let's say none of them knew anything beforehand, none of them did anything immoral, anything illegal. A lot of it could end up being they might research somebody who doesn't know and then line it up where they're at the right place, the right time. Then they go send the police there to go tie up the police. The person that's the kind of the unwitting victim has no idea about it, kind of becomes a white rabbit unknowingly. But the thing there we want to trace back to is who told the law enforcement to go after them? What was their excuse? Does it turn out to be bald-faced lies? And we basically want to shoot up the management chain. Who did that law enforcement RFPI person work with? Who did they get authorized by? Who are they communicating with? Walk up the chain, follow up the chain. So I'm tracking censorship on X and other places. And the main thing is if you report on anything lining up to intelligence services, it goes aggressively on this issue, on getting this impacted this way. So please use a repost button. My videos never get anywhere because I'm so censored on this stuff. That's the only way it ever gets anywhere. If you find this to be valuable, these over here, I have a long list of videos. Not that long, but I have videos that they're like this. This one goes super in depth on exactly this Charlie Kirk September event, and it's over my YouTube. You'll probably never see them unless you go there, and those will go in depth on effectively how can we, you and being helpful, to get these hard facts that the citizen investigators are documenting, me included, then have them as mechanisms to go be able to have them latch onto the toe of any intelligence service hiding in the shadows, drag them out on without their permission into the public. I'm coming up with my software engineering background, coming up with a number of things I'll be launching and making it where citizens can end up having power to go get to the truth. Thomas Massie passed a law against a bad guy from an island, and that law is forcing out files. So the thing here is this is other things that we as citizens can go to have power on. One is AI Attorney, just open source project, free, and I've been using that. I built it internally. I'll be releasing that over time. I use it to go chase down research, especially legal, and it's been very, very powerful. And there's that. The second one is preventing censorship. I'm finding people across the Charlie Kirk investigation site on X as having the same quieting problem. And if people go look at anything beyond the narrative that's allowed, then their account gets locked. They basically don't sort of not appear on for other people at all, or very limited. And so it's a big issue here. That's why the reposts are super critical. And then a movie I'll be working on, and then there'll be other things to go have it where we can go pull out what's going on behind the scenes. My other videos over there, I'll go show these, and you can go see those. That's the first video. Here's the second video, and there's a ton in those videos. It's kind of like this one. I cover a ton. And here's a third video, a lot in that video. Definitely go over to the account. My email address is here. You can contact me. Videos are important there, and follow me if you want to. And this is what I worked on presenting to you today. Have a wonderful day.